Hey everybody, welcome to Alaskan Reactions here today with Jeremy. If you saw the thumbnail, we're doing Cinderella. It's the last mile. It's been years and years since I've heard this song, and I wanted to do Cinderella because I'm going to see Tom Keifer somewhere. It's like 40 minutes or an hour south of Grand Rapids, Michigan. So it's at like a winery. But he's playing a solo show with LA Guns opening up. So if anybody is going to be at any of those shows, it's going to be at that show, let me know. There's a chance I'll be at the show in Royal Oak a few days later. I believe it's Thursday night, September 1st, and then September 4th, I believe are the dates for it. So if you're going to be at any of those shows, come say hello to me. As I've said in other videos of concerts I'm going to, I don't know what you look like, but you know what I look like, because I look like this. So please come say hi. Anyway, let's jump right into it. Like I said, I haven't heard this song in years and years. I wanted to pick one that I hadn't heard in a long time. So let's check it out. It's Cinderella. I know I'm going to love it, because I love everything Cinderella did. So it's the last mile. I can't imagine all of a sudden a song I used to like, I don't like anymore. But hey, you never know. R.I.P. Jeff LeVar.
You never know just what you got until you
Wow. What a great tune. Forgot how good that tune was. Damn. As I said earlier, rest in peace, Jeff LeBar. What a unique voice on Tom Keifer. I'm excited. I saw him a few years ago, and he did a great job. I saw him in Denver for anybody who was there. Boy, 2, maybe 3 summers ago. Not sure. Might even have been fall. It was definitely Denver. I don't know what else I can tell you. Pretty sure it was summer, though. Pretty sure. Anyway, what a great voice out of Tom Keifer, right? Incredible voice. Would love to see Cinderella reunite. Maybe get Sebastian LeBar. You know, Jeff's son. I believe he plays in the revamped version of Saliva right now. You know, get him in to play guitar. Get Zach Wilde in to play guitar, right? Because he kind of fills in for everybody. Just kidding. It would be cool to see them, right? Like Poison. I read it somewhere. Like, you know, Poison is supposedly going to be touring next summer. Get a Poison, Cinderella, Tesla, and Winger together. How would that be for a 4-piece 80s awesome thing? Get Warrant in there if you wanted to for one of them. I mean, the reason I said the 4 I did is because they all still have their mostly original members, at least original singers or singers that sang when the band was at their peak, you know, their commercial peak, right? It would be Bret Michaels and Tom Keifer and of course Jeff Keith and Kip Winger. That would be cool. But you know, I've seen videos of oh, now I can't think of his name, who sings for Warrant, but he does a really good job. Robert Mason, that's his name. Robert Mason does a great job. So, you know, that would be cool too. Maybe Steelheart or something. Get him on here. Of course, I can't think of that guy's name either. It's he's a European guy, but man, he did all this stuff for Rockstar, right? That killer voice. I know somebody will put it in the comments. I don't know why I can't think of it. It's right there on the tip of my tongue. I know there's a shortened version of his long name, but either way, you know, Bullet Boys, Firehouse. I know they lost their singer, but still, you know, get some bands on there. That would be great. You know, Cinderella, Poison, Tesla, and somebody else. How would that be for a cool summer package to see? Especially if you could give everybody a little bit of an extended set, right? Even if Poison wanted to be the headliner, you know, like when they went out with Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Joan Jett a few years ago. Both Joan Jett and Poison had shortened sets, but then Motley and Def Leppard did full-length sets. So maybe Poison, if they're going to be the headliner, so to speak, let them do a full set, but then let the other 3, instead of, you know, doing like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, and then an hour and a half for for Poison, you know, combine those first 3 so they all get the same amount of sets. They all get 50 minutes, or they all get an hour. Shit, started early. Why not? That would be just a fun bill to see. All of them could get their hits in an hour, I would think. You know? So anyway, I've been babbling on. That's enough. Great song, as always, The Last Mile. I will be at the show next Monday, Labor Day, September 1st, watching Tom Keifer somewhere south of Grand Rapids, Michigan. And then probably going to the show on the 4th. I'm not positive. We'll see how the show on the 1st is. And then I will try and get tickets to the show in Royal Oak, Michigan on the 4th as well. Either way, remember, kindness is free. Thanks so much for stopping by today. When you're out and about, make sure you live it up some. See ya.